Previously on Mass Effect.
It is a great honor to welcome the heroes of the Blitz. I am an agent for the Shadow Broker, and I do know something about Saren.
I'm looking for a C-Sec officer, a Turian named Garrus.
I didn't tell anyone, I swear!
That was smart, Doc. Now if Garrus comes around, you stay smart. Keep your mouth shut or we'll... Who are you? Let her go!
Ah!
Do I know you, human?
My name's Shepard. I'm going after Fist. Thought you might want to come along.
Shepard. Commander Shepard. I've heard a lot about you.
This would be a good time to find somewhere else to work.
Yeah, right. That's a good idea.
Yeah, I never liked Fist anyway.
It would have been quicker to just kill them.
Shooting people isn't always the answer.
Wait, I don't know where the Quarian is, but I know where you can find her. She's supposed to meet them right now. You can make it if you hurry.
My name's Shepard. I'm looking for evidence to prove Saren's a traitor.
Then I have a chance to repay you for saving my life. But not here. We need to go somewhere safe.
That's Saren's voice. This proves he was involved in the attack.
Welcome back to Mass Effect. Where we left off, we had just completed our investigation. We have yet to turn in our findings to the Council, but we've made some alien allies here. Here's Rex.
I get the feeling they're not used to seeing Krogan walking around up here.
So Krogan? So he's probably reminiscent to you of like a combination of a turtle and a toad, but humanoid. It's got big, thick legs and arms and a bit of a hunched over kind of physique. Scales on his head, big scars because he's a long-lived mercenary. And then Tali over here, another fan favorite, one of my favorite characters.
So much empty space. 1,000 of my people could live here and hardly even see each other.
She's also very humanoid, but you can also tell that she's not quite human, also because she has 3 fingers and 3 toes. She's a Quarian. Also covering her face with a helmet. Quarians have basically no immune system, because their home planet, they're symbiotic with pollen and plants, so they kind of carry pollen around normally. But as a result, they are allergic to almost everything out there. So they have full-on environmental suits because they get infections easily. We can talk to this guy, Mr. Bhatia, but one sec. What we want to do today is we're going to present our findings to the Council and proceed with the investigation in that way, and we'll do a few side quests on the way. Most notably, I would like to get all the keepers already today. That's shouldn't be that long.
Excuse me, Commander Shepard.
And we'll talk to Mr. Bhatia.
Commander Shepard, my name is Samesh Bhatia. Forgive the intrusion, but I have nowhere else to turn.
What can I do for you, sir?
It's no trouble. What can I do for you?
My wife was a Marine. She was in the 212 on Eden Prime. I've requested that my wife's body be returned to me for cremation, but the military has refused my request.
What's happening with her body?
Why did they refuse your request? There's got to be some reason.
I don't know. All I know is that they have declared it impossible for my wife to be returned to me.
I'll find out what's going on.
We'll look into it.
The man in charge of my case is Mr. Bosker. When I last saw him, he was in the expensive bar over there. Thank you for your time. I just want to give my wife a proper funeral, and the respect she deserves.
Very understandable predicament. And the bar he's talking about is just up here. It's that Diplomat's bar. So he said that on the 212, so that's... I believe that is part of the squad that... Not necessarily the squad, but at least the platoon that Ashley Williams was part of. And this is Mr. Bosker.
My goodness, you're Commander Shepard. Your activities made for quite a briefing in the Diplomatic Corps. Is there something I can do to assist you?
Well, you can tell me what's going on for Mr. Bhatia.
Yes. A man named Samesh Bhatia is having some trouble claiming his wife's body.
Ah, Mr. Bhatia. A good man in an understandably frustrating position. I wish I could help him. Serviceman Nirali Bhatia died on Eden Prime, as Mr. Bhatia no doubt told you. Her wounds are inconsistent with any type of weapon damage we've seen before. That is why her body is being held.
You're running tests on her.
You're studying her injuries to learn more about Geth weaponry.
The tests we're conducting may lead to better defenses against Geth attacks. Respectfully, Serviceman Bhatia may save more lives in death than she did in life.
And so there's two ways, like you can ask about this stuff to get more information, but there's two ways to feel about this. Either you feel like the right thing to do is for them to release the body anyway, even what the scientific merits of keeping it are, or you can try and talk Mr. Bhatia into letting them keep the body, at least for a while, because they can still study it.
How long do you think the research is going to take?
This is a long-term study. I wouldn't expect the bodies to be released for a year or longer.
A whole year is kind of a long time.
You've got to have a lot of bodies. Can't you release one?
Very few bodies had this new type of weapon damage, and very few were in good enough condition to study. Beyond that, Commander, we need as many bodies as we can to get a reasonable sample size.
When will this research result in actual new technology?
If we're lucky, we'll actually realize usable technology from this study in a few years.
You can see him touching his neck there, he's not sure. Very easy and quickly way to solve this quest is just to say this isn't right. I have enough points in charm that I can simply talk him out of it. I will try and talk to Mr. Bhatia.
I'll tell Mr. Bhatia about this. It might make it easier for him to understand.
Thank you, I appreciate that. Please let me know if you have any other questions.
And I did want to... Did I get this keeper already back here? No, not yet. There's one back here. As you maybe noticed, the amount of credits and XP I get keeps going up. Asana, do you want to talk to me yet?
I don't have time to talk now. I'm very busy.
Okay. We get an invitation, I believe, from Asana later to speak with her. And I still haven't spoken here to Executor Palin, but other than information, I don't think he actually has anything for me. Let's see if we do have enough charm points to convince Mr. Bhatia.
Hello, Commander. Has any progress been made with Mr. Bosker? Will he return my wife's body?
There's a problem.
It's not as simple as I'd hoped. The military needs your wife's body for important tests.
Tests? They're holding my wife's body for tests? My wife served the Alliance faithfully. She gave her life for humanity. And this is how they repay her.
Yeah, we can try and convince him that to let them keep it.
Mr. Bhatia, your wife died defending humanity. We still need her help.
What right does the military have to hold her body? She's already given her life.
She died a hero, Mr. Bhatia, and now she has a chance to save even more lives.
It doesn't matter. She's dead. I just want her to come home. I miss her so much. Let them run their tests. Let my wife save lives so that others are spared the loss I feel today. Goodbye. Thank you for finding me answers.
It's not a fun quest and certainly no fun resolution, no matter which side you pick. We'll walk across this side for once. We could take the rapid transit, but I believe there's another keeper here on the way. So you can simply walk everywhere you want. This is down towards CSEC. Obviously, let's take a look around. The Presidium is the inner ring of the space station, if you'll remember what it looks like, with an artificial sky. So it's made to be very pleasant and feel kind of serene. Keeper over here. And this is to the wards. That's actually the direction we want to go. There's another fun quest here. involving the Hanar and a CSEC officer here. I'll save my game just in case it bugs out. There is one way to bug this quest.
That Hanar refuses to listen to reason. Why can't it act in an orderly and lawful manner?
I have to pick this option because I like the way Shepard says this.
Because it's a big, stupid jellyfish.
How can I convince my superior that I deserve a promotion if I cannot convince this annoying jelly to leave? I am not unreasonable. The Hanar is free to spew its nonsense once it purchases an evangelical permit.
What can you do with an evangelical permit?
So if the Hanar gets a permit, it's allowed to preach?
No. Registered evangelicals must follow regulations. There are specific areas where preaching is legal. Failure to follow the regulations results in the forfeiture of the license.
Can you just arrest the Hanar?
Why don't you just arrest the Hanar?
I could arrest the jelly, but my superior has requested that I find a solution that does not anger the Hanar. The Hanar become vocal when they feel their religious beliefs are being suppressed.
Why do you even need a permit anyway?
What's the purpose behind the evangelical permits?
Forcing religious evangelicals to register for a permit weeds out undesirables. It keeps the area safe. The Citadel is too important to become a battleground for a religious war.
Well, I can talk to the Hanar.
If you'd like, I could talk to the Hanar for you.
I have argued with the stubborn jelly all afternoon. You are certainly welcome to try.
You can either convince the officer, you could also have talked to the Hanar first. You can either convince the officer to let the Hanar stay, or I can convince the Hanar to leave.
Do you desire to learn of the Enkindlers? Or has the Honorable CSEC officer enlisted assistance?
This isn't the way, my dude.
Is this really how you want to represent the Enkindlers?
The truth of the Enkindlers must be made known. They gave the Hanar language, and gave the universe the mass relays. This one only wishes to spread the truth to any who will listen. There is no intent to cause trouble.
Could I buy your permit is an option, but the fact is, even if you're saying things that aren't offensive, you still need to follow the rules.
Is this how the Enkindlers would want you to use this gift of consciousness?
The Enkindlers would wish for their message to be spread to all sentient races.
The Enkindlers wouldn't wish their message to be spread by breaking society's laws.
This one hears wisdom. Perhaps enthusiasm has clouded judgment in this matter. This one departs now, and will not intrude upon the Presidium again.
I don't know what the cost of a permit is, and if it's prohibitively expensive in this universe, but I would argue that getting one, if preaching is that important to you, would not be such a hurdle.
I see the Hanar is left. Thank you.
Happy to help.
Here, for your assistance in this matter. Now, if you'll excuse me, I should report to my superiors.
There we go. We get some Omnigel, not credits for. Okay. Fine by me. That goes up to the Citadel Tower, which we do need to go that way. But I wanted to go to the ward's access. In between here, the Presidium and the wards, that's kind of a 2D depiction of what the Citadel looks like. We're in that inner circle, and the wards are all the arms that are reaching outward like a star. There is one area that's, funnily enough, easy to miss, because the ward's access corridor is an in-between, it's a liminal space between
a Solarian
Presidium
excavation
here.
team has run into an unexpected problem after unearthing a Prothean dig site. Hanar protesters have blockaded the dig site, claiming that artifacts of the Enkindlers, as the Hanar call them, should not be disturbed. The excavation team has appealed to Hanar representatives on the Citadel to reach a diplomatic solution.
It doesn't have a fast travel point in the ward's access corridor. This is just the space in between. So it's very much skippable if you just fast travel or something.
It's good. Busy, though. I can't believe how many people you get coming in from the wards.
Yeah, it's the busiest station on the Citadel. You'll never get bored.
I guess not, but you could still use a few more men.
That's why we brought you here.
Sure, but there's still way more complaints than the officers can handle.
That's just life near the wards, kid. You'll get used to it.
There is one keeper down here. And there's one side quest here, but it's not available just yet. There we go. And then you might recognize where we end
Binary
up.
Helix has settled out of court with a Krogan group that had accused the Genetics Corporation of fraud.
Going to skip this if I can. Spend enough time in elevators. You couldn't do this in the original version. All the elevators were loading screens. You recognize this, where we met Tali. This corridor in between here and towards the markets and Chorus Den. But on this side we were on just now. Excuse me. Yes. We come out... Oh, actually somewhere where we need to be. Med Clinic and CSEC is that direction, and Emily Wong is over here. We actually picked up the storage device in Fist's office that can help her with her investigation.
Word on the street is that you've been busy. Congratulations on taking down Fist. I was sure he was a big player in anything going on here. Did you find anything in his office that could help me?
No.
Yeah, I have found something.
These OSDs might have the information you're looking for.
You've got Fist's files? This could be even bigger than I'd hoped. Here, Commander, for your trouble.
I can even convince her that maybe I'm worth more in the future.
What would my future cooperation be worth? Say, an interview when my investigation is over?
Exclusive? You talk to me before you talk to anyone else? That would be worth quite a bit, and I'd be very happy to compensate you accordingly. Here you are. Now, if you'll excuse me, I should go see what's on these discs.
There you go, credits and XP. One place I haven't been to yet that I can show you. I think that's the only place we haven't been to on the entire Citadel. It's Flux. Don't know if this will trigger any cutscene. No.
You should be careful who you say that around.
What? Everyone knows Fist is
Fist is already dead. This is Flux. It's a club, so there's just people who sit down. There's Quasar games here that we can play, and there's a dance floor. I always wondered about this guy.
I'm waiting for someone else.
He's waiting for someone else, but we don't know who. And if you play Quasar, I think it's basically blackjack. You have to get as close as you can to 21 without going over. Oh, okay. I guess you don't have... You have to get less than 21. Let's play again. You can just try adding... we'll make something if we get 17 here. 20 credits, so that's... Play even. Let me win back my money. Here we go. We've lost 10 credits total. It's okay. And here's another keeper. And here is a suspicious gambling machine.
Someone rigged this machine to funnel credits their way. I'll run a trace.
It's for another side quest. There is one more we can pick up. One more side quest here by talking to Rita.
Sorry, I'm kind of busy right now. So, what can I do for you?
What were you discussing with the Volus?
Who, Doran? Oh, I was just asking him about my sister. See, she worked for Doran before she left to... Ugh, sorry. I don't want to bore you with my problems.
Now, you can tell me what's going on.
I'm interested to hear what you have to
say. Whether I can help, I don't know.
Well, okay. My sister Jenna left here to go work at Cora's Den. The problem is, she's working as an informant for CSEC. You know, eavesdropping on the people there. If they find out what she's doing, they'll kill her.
I don't like that idea.
Being an informant is a dangerous job.
That's what I've been telling her. I don't know. Sometimes I think she stays there just to spite me.
Have you talked to CSEC about it?
Do
Do you know who her contact at CSEC is?
No, it's all very secret. Last time I asked an officer, he told me to stay out of it, for Jenna's safety.
Maybe I could help her understand just how dangerous Cora's Den is.
Would you? That'd be great. Just don't tell her I sent you. Well, I should get back to work before I get in trouble. Thanks.
By the way, can I dance here?
This music is interesting. I wonder if I can find a copy to bring back to the flotilla.
Not this time, but at some point I'll be able to dance there as well. Well, you could say we have our work cut out for us. I want to swing by the markets. Oh, I'm just realizing there's several things I can do. One, I want to swing by the markets. I want to see if Conrad is here. He's not. That's fine. There are... I can talk to the expat maybe, but I've already gone to this guy. I want to go back to the med clinic. I could fast travel there, actually. Med clinic. I know it's just down the corridor, but this is a little faster than walking. We've gotten this guy. There is a side quest I could trigger here, but not yet, it seems. It's fine. In that case, we will head straight to the tower and can go and meet with the council. Citadel Tower. See, this keeper we talked to or investigated. I can look at my journal. Jalid. Oh, yes. Jalid is at the CSEC Academy. I can talk to him. I can track the signal. I can talk to Jenna. Scan the keepers. I have 18 out of 20. So then the question is, where are the final 2? I think I have an idea. Oh, here's Captain Anderson, though. We can go present our findings, our evidence against Saren to the Citadel Council.
Come on. Udina's presenting the Quarian's evidence to the Council.
Eden Prime was a major victory. The beacon has brought us one step closer to finding the conduit.
And one step closer to the return of the Reapers.
You wanted proof? There it is.
This evidence is irrefutable, Ambassador. Saren will be stripped of his Spectre status, and all efforts will be made to bring him in to answer for his crimes.
I recognize the other voice, the one speaking with Saren. Matriarch Benezia.
Who's that?
Who's she?
Matriarchs are powerful Asari who have entered the final stage of their lives. Revered for their wisdom and experience, they serve as guides and mentors to my people. Matriarch Benezia is a powerful biotic, and she had many followers. She will make a formidable ally for Saren.
I'm more interested in the Reapers. What do you know about them?
Only what was extracted from the Geth's memory core. The Reapers were an ancient race of machines that wiped out the Protheans. Then they vanished.
The Geth think they're like gods.
The Geth believe the Reapers are gods, and Saren is the prophet for their return.
We think the conduit is the key to bringing them back. Saren's searching for it. That's why he attacked Eden Prime.
Do we even know what this conduit is?
Not yet.
Saren thinks it can bring back the Reapers. That's bad enough.
Listen to what you're saying. Saren wants to bring back the machines that wiped out all life in the galaxy? Impossible. It has to be. Where did the Reapers go? Why did they vanish? How come we found no trace of their existence? If they were real, we'd have found something.
Would we, though?
I tried to warn you about Saren, and you refused to face the truth. Don't make the same mistake again.
This is different. You proved Saren betrayed the Council. We all agree he's using the Geth to search for the conduit, but we don't really know why.
The Reapers are obviously just a myth, Commander.
A convenient lie to cover Saren's true purpose. A legend he is using to bend the Geth to his will.
50,000 years ago, the Reapers wiped out all galactic civilization. If Saren finds the conduit, it will happen again.
Saren is a rogue agent on the run for his life. He no longer has the rights or resources of a Spectre. The Council has stripped him of his position.
That is not good enough. You know he's hiding somewhere in the Traverse. Send your fleet in!
A fleet cannot track down one man.
A Citadel fleet could secure the entire region, keep the Geth from attacking any more of our colonies.
Or it could trigger a war with the Terminus systems. We won't be dragged into a galactic confrontation over a few dozen human colonies.
Then send me to track him down.
I can take Saren down.
The commander's right. There is a way to stop Saren that doesn't require fleets or armies.
No! It's too soon. Humanity is not ready for the responsibilities that come with joining the Spectres.
It's your best chance without getting involved the way you don't want to.
You don't have to send a fleet into the Traverse, and the ambassador gets his human Spectre. Everybody's happy.
Commander Shepard, step forward. It is the decision of the Council that you be granted all the powers and privileges of the Special Tactics and Reconnaissance Branch of the Citadel.
Spectres are not trained, but chosen. Individuals forged in the fire of service and battle. Those whose actions elevate them above the rank and file.
Spectres are an ideal, a symbol, the embodiment of courage, determination, and self-reliance. They are the right hand of the Council, instruments of our will.
Spectres bear a great burden. They are protectors of galactic peace, both our first and last line of defense. The safety of the galaxy is theirs to uphold.
You are the first human Spectre, Commander. This is a great accomplishment for you and your entire species.
Well, thank you. I humbly accept.
I'm honored, Counselor.
We're sending you into the Traverse after Saren. He's a fugitive from justice, so you are authorized to use any means necessary to apprehend or eliminate him.
Do we have any leads on him?
Any idea where to find him?
We will forward any relevant files to Ambassador Udina.
This meeting of the Council is adjourned.
Congratulations, Commander.
We've got a lot of work to do, Shepard. You're going to need a ship, a crew, supplies.
You'll get access to special equipment and training now. You should go down to the CSEC Academy and speak to the Spectre Requisitions Officer.
Anderson, come with me. I'll need your help to set all this up.
Bastard didn't even thank you.
It's all right.
He's got a lot on his mind. Come on.
Right behind you, Shepard.
Here we go. I'm a Spectre. It's just well, it doesn't do anything for me right now physically, but I did get an extra point, I believe. 8 points. I unlocked Spectre training. Damage and duration of all your powers and attacks. Increased health, increased accuracy. Let's see, I'll put a point into throw as well, and I really want to unlock lift. That would be great. So points into pistols. Let's see, I'll keep my charm really high because it will come in useful in different places later on. And I will throw one into warp. Let's see, Rex. I'll put a bunch of points into warp so you can also unlock throw, because that is good. Krogan Battlemaster. Assault rifles, combat armor. I think that's okay. Tali. Basic armor and unlock first aid. Electronics and unlock damping. Decryption. Directly increases your shield capacity here. I do like that. Yeah. Just means I cannot put a lot of points in your offensive capabilities. And then equipment. We're still limited on what we have gained because we need to actually go and do things. Tali? Yeah, take this shotgun. Tali is actually good with shotguns and pistols. Take this Edge 1 pistol as well. Good, that's all pretty good. There's more side quests we can pick up now that we're a Spectre, but I feel like one of the things we ought to do is get away from here. CSEC is for sure a place I want to go to. We can talk to this requisitions officer now.
One sec, looking you up. Commander Shepard, here with the Alliance military. First time on the Citadel, that about right?
That is true.
How did you know all that?
I'm the CSEC requisitions officer. I need to make sure our buyers are authorized. So, will you be purchasing anything today, Commander Shepard?
Yes, I will be.
Show me what you've got.
Sounds good. Just let me set you up. Oh, this must be a mistake. System's telling me to offer you our select stock. Spectre? Well, I heard about that, but I didn't realize it was you. Sorry, Commander.
No worries.
Just show me what you've got.
I'll open the rare stocks for you, Commander. Enjoy.
Okay, these are some of the most powerful equipment in the game here, the Spectre Master Gear, and they are also very expensive. They don't want us to have this equipment right at the beginning. We'll be saving up, especially for the pistol, because that'll come in very handy for us. It's also the cheapest item out of them. But for now we can't afford anything here. We can buy this Aldrin Labs license. We can buy a grenade upgrade. And I think we'll leave it at that for right now. First, let's talk to Jalid while we're here.
Hello again. Did you have any luck finding Shorban?
I found out you've been lying to me, Jalid.
Lying? Why would I lie to you?
You lied to us about the Keeper data.
He told you? I didn't mean for any of this to happen. I was afraid Shorban would kill me to get the data, so Well, I was hoping you'd take care of him.
I'm helping you guys out.
I'm scanning the Keepers for Shorban, but you two need to stop fighting.
You're helping us? But, well, if you say so. Well, if Shorban can forgive and forget, then so can I. I appreciate the help, Commander. I better go get that data analyzed.
There we go. That's resolved. Let's hope that there's no news message later on where he's found dead in his apartment or something. I want to go this way. This is to the docking bay.
In other news, Exogeny Corp is still denying reports that one of their survey teams has gone missing in the Hades Gamma Cluster. When asked why communication with the survey team was suddenly cut off last week, company officials refused to comment.
Well, I guess Udina's here. I hope that we don't trigger a conversation by just walking past. I know there was one keeper here, so that's... There we go. That's one. We visited the Volus and Elcor Embassy before we picked up this quest. And there's our final keeper. What a celebratory fanfare there. But that quest is done, complete. We've scanned all the keepers. Here they are.
I've got big news for you, Shepard. Captain Anderson is stepping down as commanding officer of the Normandy. The ship is yours now.
She's quick and quiet, and you know the crew. Perfect ship for a Spectre. Treat her well, Commander.
I will, but what's this all about?
I'll take good care of her, sir.
I know you will, Commander.
Why are you doing this?
I want the truth. Why are you stepping down, sir?
You needed your own ship. A Spectre can't answer to anyone but the Council. And it's time for me to step down.
There's more to it than that. I don't think you suddenly started hating your job.
Come clean with me, Captain. You owe me that much.
I was in your shoes 20 years ago, Shepard. They were considering me for the Spectres.
What happened?
I failed. I couldn't make the cut. It's not something I'm proud of. Ask me later and I'll tell you the whole story. For now, all you need to know is, I was sent on a mission with Saren, and he made sure the Council rejected me. I had my shot. It came and went. Now you have a chance to make up for my mistakes.
If you want the actual full story, you have to buy and read the book Mass Effect Revelation.
I won't let you down, sir.
Saren's gone. Don't even try to find him. But we know what he's after. The conduit. He's got his Geth scouring the Traverse looking for clues.
We had reports of Geth in the Pharos system shortly before our colony there dropped out of contact, and there have been sightings around Noveria.
Find out what Saren was after on Pharos and Noveria. Maybe you can figure out where the conduit is before he does.
And that's all the leads we have?
Anything else?
We have one more lead. Matriarch Benezia, the other voice on that recording. She has a daughter, a scientist who specializes in the Protheans. We don't know if she's involved, but it might be a good idea to try and find her. See what she knows. Her name's Liara, Dr. Liara Tassoni. We have reports she was exploring an archaeological dig on one of the uncharted worlds in the Artemis Tau cluster.
That is where I want to go first, actually.
Sounds like we should head for the Artemis Tau cluster.
It's your decision, Commander. You're a Spectre now. You don't answer to us.
But your actions still reflect on humanity as a whole. You make a mess and I get stuck cleaning it up.
I'll try not to make things any harder on you, Ambassador.
Glad to hear it, Commander. Remember, you were a human long before you were a Spectre. I have a meeting to get to. Captain Anderson can answer any questions you might have.
You can ask Anderson here.
Yes, Commander?
How are you holding up?
Honestly, this isn't how I pictured my career coming to an end. Pushing papers really isn't my thing, but you're the one who can stop Saren. I believe in you, Shepard. If that means I have to step aside, so be it.
You could be on my crew. Tell me about... I can ask about the places we could go to, but I'll fill you in about them myself as we go. Let's ask about this thing between him and Saren.
Tell me what happened with you and Saren 20 years ago.
It's close to 20 years ago now. Ambassador Goyle was our representative here on the Citadel. Like Udina, she wanted to get a human into the Spectres. She chose me. The Council sent Saren to keep an eye on me and evaluate my performance, just like they sent Nihilus to keep tabs on you.
I think I deserve the whole story.
We had intel on a rogue scientist being funded by Batarian interests. He was trying to set up a facility to develop illegal AI technology out in the Verge. Alliance intel had done all the work, but the Council wanted a Spectre involved. We compromised. I was assigned to help Saren in his investigation. We tracked the scientist to a refining facility on Kamala. He was hidden away somewhere inside, protected by an army of Batarian mercenaries. The plan was simple. Sneak into the plant, capture the scientist, sneak back out. Quick, quiet, and a minimum of bloodshed.
But it didn't stay quiet, did it?
I'm guessing things didn't go as planned.
Saren and I split up to cover more ground. Then about halfway through the mission, there was a massive explosion in the refinery core. Officially, it was ruled an accident, but I think Saren detonated it on purpose to draw off the enemy guards.
Any lives lost?
How many casualties?
The explosion tore the refinery to shreds. The whole place was on fire. Black chemical clouds poured out into the atmosphere. Nobody inside survived. There was a camp for the workers and their families nearby. Between the fires and the toxic fumes, the final death count was over 500. Mostly civilians. Saren didn't care. The target was eliminated, mission accomplished, and I ended up taking the blame. That ended all talk of me joining the Spectres.
You got blamed for it?
Saren caused the explosion. How'd he pin it on you?
In his report, Saren accused me of blowing his cover. He said it was my fault the guards were ready for us. He claimed that's why it turned into a massacre. Saren's report was all the proof the Council needed to kill my chances of becoming a Spectre.
But you didn't do it, though.
Don't blame yourself, Captain.
I don't. I blame Saren. I think he wanted things to go bad. He was looking for an excuse to blow that refinery. Maybe he just likes the violence. Maybe he was just trying to make me look bad to keep humans out of the Spectres. If so, he pulled it off.
It's very unfair.
Why'd you let him get away with it?
Who do you think the Council was going to listen to? Me? Or their best agent? I had a bad feeling about him right from the start. I should have been more careful. Maybe I could have stopped things before they got out of hand.
The only thing I care about is stopping Saren.
You're right, Commander. It's no good living in the past.
I should go.
I'll be here if you need anything.
Oh, so that story was terrible. We understand that there's a history between him and Saren, so obviously Council didn't like it when he was involved in accusing Saren of something now, even though it's been so long.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress.
I heard what happened to Captain Anderson. Survives 100 battles and then gets taken down by backroom politics. Just watch your back, Commander. Things go bad on this mission, you're next on their chopping block.
Yeah, this feels wrong.
Captain Anderson should be the one in charge. It's like I'm stealing the ship from him.
Yeah, the captain got screwed. But it's not like you could have stopped it. Nobody's blaming you. Everyone on this ship's behind you, Commander. 100%. Intercom's open. If you got anything you want to say to the crew, now's the time.
Well, let's keep a little speech.
This is Commander Shepard speaking. We have our orders. Find Saren before he finds the conduit. I won't lie to you, crew. This mission isn't going to be easy. This began with an attack on a human settlement in the Traverse. But we know Saren won't stop there. His Geth armies aren't going to stay on the far fringes of Citadel space. Our enemy knows we're coming. Wherever he searches for the conduit, we'll be there. We will hunt him to the very ends of the galaxy and bring him down. Humanity needs to do this. Not just for our own sake, but for the sake of every other species in Citadel space. Saren must be stopped. And I promise you all, we will stop him.
Well said, Commander. Captain will be proud.
The captain gave up everything so I could have this chance. We can't fail.
Yes, sir.
And then hard cuts to immediate silence as we're on the ship. I'll see you next time.